brothers, but at this point you've lost a sister too.
Yes.
So where do we start with your characters as we come into this season, I guess, the best way to say that. Time jumps, I mean, where do we go from the last season?
We're about 2 months after the end of the last season is where we pick up. And Todd is on the run with Farah, looking for Dirk and looking for Amanda. I mean, you found Todd, the last thing that happened was he had a pararybulitis attack after his sister called him in a panic. So he's very much fully invested in Dirk's belief in the universe because he needs that to solve his problems.
And Dirk has obviously been kidnapped by Blackwing, the government agency, and we find him in a very different kind of frame of mind to where we had him in season 1, where he's really sort of having an existential crisis and doubting his own abilities and sort of seeing that the results of him kind of following his instinct and following the universe is that everyone gets hurt, which he feels very responsible and guilty about, and he's trapped and imprisoned. So he's in a bit of a bind.
Do we get to expand upon your characters? I mean, Dirk has a lot of secrets, of course, he's keeping, but also, I mean, maybe into some of the thievery background and some of the things of his past as well.
Thievery.
You know?
Thievery.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
that word.
I mean, I don't suppose that there are any further massive revelations as it pertains to Todd. So much of that came out in the first season. If anything, it's a continuation of he's trying to make amends with his past, and he thinks he's making amends for his past, but his method for making amends is not quite right, and that's ultimately his struggle this season, I think.
And I think you do get some more of you certainly get some more of Dirk's backstory, but Dirk also has a real emotional arc this time. His thing last season was getting everybody on board and finding a friend and getting someone who believed in him and solving this mystery, and there was a lot about, you know, his kind of ethos and how he works, but this time it's much more emotional for Dirk. He is having this crisis where he's doubting everything and he's very lost again. He's lost and alone, like he was before he met Todd. So he's not in a good place, but it's nice because he gets a full arc, and also with it being 10 episodes, all the characters are fleshed out. You learn a lot more about Farah, for instance, and we've got loads of new characters who are so good in the show. Like we feel like they've always actually been with us. So yeah, it's going to be exciting to see how it unfolds.
Now, with Max Landis writing, are you guys always excited for the next script you get? Because you'll never know if a kitty, shark / dog / whatever is going to jump out and kill someone. I mean,
Every single episode has been like, it's like a candy shop. You go in, you go, what's going to be? And you're never disappointed. There's some really original, brilliant things in it. Some very funny stuff. Some very dark stuff. Some violent stuff. Like it gets quite twisted in there.
It does. And it's always so exciting. I mean, even as we get things explained to us along the way, there are things revealed within the context of these scripts that are surprises constantly. And it's with utter glee that we kind of get this feeling of we get to go and do this stuff. It's insane.
It's very emotionally satisfying this season.
It is.
Like we've both just finished reading episode 10, and it feels so complete. It's not as a thing like it's definitely can go on, but it feels incredibly satisfying the way everything is connected, right back from stuff that's planted in episode 1 of season 1, paying off in episode 10 of season 2.
Yes,
it's big.